Jose Young's here with MMA Fighting, speaking with Brand Davis at the UFC 241 Media Day. You're fighting now. You're fighting Kyung Ho Kang, as we spoke, as we were speaking of before you went on there. How much did you know about him when you got the call, or was it a matter of you don't really, when you get it, you just say yes? Like, I just want to fight, pretty much.
My manager always tells me who, but he knows I'm always going to say yes. I actually didn't know the name, and when I went back and watched him, I remember watching the Ishihara fight, so immediately I was like, yeah, let me get that. I know he's coming to throw down. So he does come to wrestle a lot too, but I mean, it's MMA. I got to be ready for everything. So I'm excited for it.
I think the big story coming out of your last fight is you said you ran 20 miles a day. You gave up drinking just to make 135 pounds. Is that still the case coming into this fight?
Yeah, still 20 miles a day. It's just at a faster pace. So when I do the 20 miles, I'll do 90% of it's in intervals. So I do 5-minute intervals like I'm doing a fight. So I fight 5-minute rounds. So I make the intervals to where my heart rate goes up and I have to get it down and get it back up and get it back down. And then I have a 1-minute break to get my heart rate back down, just like I would in a fight. And I do that 3 times a day, and it ends up being like 21 miles. Now, sometimes I'll just run straight 10 miles and then take a break and then do another 10 miles later, like 7 miles an hour the whole time. It just gets boring though, so I don't do that much. I prefer to do the intervals because it gets me in better fight shape.
Well, I was going to ask about that because when we posted your video, a lot of the people were like, there's no way this guy runs a marathon every day, but it's intervals, not just 20 miles straight.
Nah. Sometimes it's like 10 miles straight, then I'll take a little break, and then I'll run another 10 miles straight, and that's only like 7 miles an hour. But like I said, I'll do intervals, so I'll do 2 minutes at 9 miles an hour, 1 minute at 12 miles an hour, and then 2 minutes at 9 miles an hour. That's 5 minutes for like it is around. And then I'll take a 1-minute break where I walk for 1 minute, and then I do it all over again. I do 10 rounds, it's 1 hour. And then the other interval that I do is I'll do 30 seconds at 12 miles an hour, 9 miles an hour for 1 minute, 30 seconds, 12 miles an hour, 9 miles an hour for 1 minute, 30 seconds, 12 miles an hour, 9 miles an hour for 1 minute, 30 seconds for 12 miles an hour. And then you have your 1 minute break and do that for 10 rounds. And that ends up being like 7 miles, but it's more like a fight pace because in the fight, you're not always going 100%. Heart rate gets up, you got to get it back down. Heart rate gets up, then you have a 1 minute break, you got to get your heart rate back down. So I try to make it mimic the fight as much as I can.
Well, this being your second cut down to bantamweight, what did you learn from your first cut that you could change or like you wanted to improve on, or maybe you didn't like how you approached it the first time that you wanted to correct this time?
No, the UFC. I went to the UFC PI the first time like in January, way before I got the fight, and I was just going ahead and doing all their stuff anyways, eating correctly, and I was already down to like 48. I was usually walking around like 70, 67, somewhere around there. And then I got the call for the fight, and I got back up to like 55, and I got my way back down. So I'm down right now. I'm less than 4 pounds out. So yeah, I'm doing good. I feel good. Mouth's a little dry, so put some water in here and spit it back out. But other than that, fucking good. I'm excited.
And there's a lot of fighters in your weight class on this card. You're sitting next to Casey Kenny right there, Corey Sandhagen's 2 down from you. How much are you paying attention to these fights, the rest of your division? You're still fairly new, but as Casey Kenny himself said, bantamweight is hot right now. Anyone can make a name for themselves with an impressive performance.
Super hot. I feel like if I can get another finish, I can make a name for myself, at least, even if it's not a name for myself per se. I'll have all the fighters on lookout. I mean, I'm not too worried about what they do. They're going to do what they're going to do regardless of how I fight. So I'm worried about my fight. Go out here, try to get a finish. And if not, fucking win. W's first. And look forward to probably one more fight this year. Hopefully get another finish and then get a new contract.
Is there any card you want to be on? This is your second straight like big pay-per-view card that you've been on. Are you a guy that looks at like, I want to fight on the MSG card, I want to fight in the Vegas card, or do you just want to, is it more of the name of the opponent that you look at?
Name of the opponent's always fun. I don't really care about the card. It is always cool to be on these big cards where you go actually do the ceremonial weigh-ins at the arena and stuff. I love that. I hate doing it like when you have to do the one in the hotel. But I don't know, MSG, Boston, either one of those is fine. I was in Boston before. That was pretty fun. And that was a 220 card, so it was another pay-per-view card.
A big Tampa Bay card coming up. It's fairly close to Mississippi, right?
Yeah, super close. I would love to fight in Florida. I think I've only had one MMA fight and one boxing match in Florida, so I'm down. Get me on the card, win or lose. I'm going to be ready.
You still training with Jason Knight?
He trains every now and then. He's more so just doing the boxing, bare knuckle stuff right now. He'll come over and help me do like some ground stuff because this guy's got to get wrestling. But not even that, he likes to take the back, and Jason Knight's really get off people's back. So came over and helped me a few times with that. But mostly I'll help him with the striking some, and he has his own gym. It's about 40 minutes away from me, and he'll stay over there some, and he'll come. It just rarely. We train together rarely.
Is he done with MMA, or is he just doing bare knuckle for the time being?
I couldn't even tell you the answer to that. I don't even know.
Well, and then two names that that are obviously hot in the bantamweight division right now. Henry Cejudo, champions on the sideline. Frankie Edgar's dropping down from 145. Now, you said you want to make a name for yourself. A big win could make a name for yourself. But how much are you paying attention to the absolute top of the division and what's happening right now? Because Henry's going to be out for a while, and now he wants to fight a guy coming down from featherweight. Aljamain Sterling and Peter Yan are obviously very upset. What do you make of all of these rumblings in the top 5 of the division and this new influx of talent?
Of course, I pay attention to this division that I hope to one day fucking be the champ of. But, I mean, I'm not close, so I got to let them do whatever they want to do. If they offer me a fight, you know I'm taking it. I'll fight Frankie Edgar right now. Fought his teammate. I mean, so I'm not scared of anybody. You beat my ass, but you got to fucking, it's going to be a hard time beating my ass. But I don't know. Frankie Edgar deserves the top guy. Let him fight Aljamain. Let him fight whoever else. I don't care. Hopefully Henry Cejudo will get back quick, and we'll see what he can do, and then hopefully I can make it up there next year.
Well, thank you so much, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.